What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the next video. Matt's over there, Joe's come down from Essex. We today are at Langley Point in Eastbourne. I've fished here once before. I don't really know much. We're right behind this building, so anyone that fishes Eastbourne will tell us we're, I don't know, in the wrong groin or maybe even in the right groin. Why are we here today? Well, it's what, the 12th of January, I think. By now, this time of year, sort of the second week into January, I have had plaice before. Now, conditions do need to be right. Today, they're not perfect. They're not right at all, in fact. So for the plaice fishing, I always like the nice crystal clear water, sunny-ish day, nice and calm. Now, we've had northerlies and northeasterlies for the last week. The week before, after Christmas, we had really big southwesterlies. Southwesterlies, if people don't know, on the south coast will hit the shore. Anything coming from, the wind comes from the, if it's southeasterly, it says it on the weather, you look it up, it'll be coming from the south, not pointing towards the south. So it's coming up from Europe, if you like. So it'll be hitting our beaches, churning it all up, making the water dirty, as it is now. Northerlies, on the other hand, will be blowing from the north, blowing offshore, which should flatten the water here closest to our coastline, hopefully make it clear out. But with the easterlies we've had, and I don't think some beaches that doesn't apply to, because some beaches, all right, yeah, they might be on the south coast, but they might just be angled different, so it might not work out. Now Eastbourne here, I think this point is slightly angled different, so it's catching the east winds. So where we've had a little bit more easterly than northerly, it's still churning it up. Although it looks pretty calm, there's a bit of a swell out there. It is near on low water, or the tide has just started turning, so it might clear out a little bit more. You think at the minute when the water's low, it's closest to the muddy, sandy bottom, so it's going to be dirtier. As it rises, it comes up with stones, which it will then clear out, because there's not so much sediment in the stones for it to churn up and make the water dirty. So hopefully as the water comes up, it might clear out a bit. But I do know last week there was a match here from the Tony's Tackle group, and there was a couple of plaice caught. There was also a couple of turbot. So today, I'm here turbot fishing. I don't know what the other boys are doing. But if I catch a turbot or a plaice, if I catch a plaice, I'll be happy. If I catch a turbot, I will dance around, probably naked, and then probably just give up fishing because I've completed it. That was obviously a joke. I certainly am not going to be doing that. But I will be ecstatic. I will be ecstatic. Now, I don't really know a lot about turbot because it's not really something I've targeted much from the shore, just because there's not really much shore fishing for turbot in the southeast of England, or the south of England. Not on the shore anyway. I know they get quite a few from here on the boats and a few certain marks. Where they are, I don't know. I'm yet to find out. But I know they are around. So there was, like I say, there was more than one here the other night. So the chances are, at the minute in the country, this is probably my best chance of getting one. It was a week ago, and obviously every tide's different, I know, but not much has changed in that week. So like I say, I'm here giving it a go. Bait wise, I've got some fresh blacks from Darren, who was an absolute star, because he went out for me last night just to get me 5 score, and he struggled because the pumping's been really, really bad the last couple of days, but he managed to get them for me and Matt. So a big shout out to Darren, thank you very much. I've also got left half a pound of ragworm that I picked up from Medway Tackles suppliers about a week and a half ago. Now what they're like, I don't know, because they've lived in this bucket with my empty cans of Coke and my nice fresh peeler crabs for the last week and a bit in the garden. Now I know that's really, really bad, but to be honest, I put them out there, I completely forgot about them, and now we're going to uncover them and see what they're like. Do you know what? For a week old, mate, that's banging. Oh, listen, there's a few bits. Yeah, the tail started going a little bit, but I'm not being funny. That is a perfect ragworm for a week old. I'm over the moon with that. Over the moon. Like I say, there's a couple of them. That one's gone a bit moody. The tail's gone a bit green, but that's to be expected. As I said, they're a week old. Lovely big fresh king rag, which, yeah, they're a bit overkill for what I need today. We need them half the size of that, really. What I want is, I want a ragworm that big, but head the lot. Maybe a little bit fatter, but that sort of length. One you can put on an hook and have the tail dangling down to give it a bit of movement. But yeah, to be fair, mate, for a week old, over a week old, they're pretty good. Without being in the fridge, without even re-wrapping them, they've just been chucked in this newspaper. I bought these the day before I went and done the flounder trip. All my peelers are doing alright as well. Alright, they've seen better days. They could probably do with a drink, but they're not getting one because today they're just going to go on an hook and they're going to get used. God, it's good to have fresh peelers in January. Right, so yeah, that's that. Rig-wise, I've made a bit of a boo-boo actually. I've started my plaice fishing season, if you like, and I haven't actually ordered any new rigs from Gavin, so I need to get on the phone to him later. Gavin, if you're watching, I need 20 2-hook loop rigs, please, with 10 with size 2 hooks, 10 with size 1 hooks. Nice big loops so the bottom hook really hangs down from the lead. That'll be great. Thanks, dude. What hook length? Probably £15 hook length will be just about right. With an imp. Thanks, love. And that, guys, if you want to order rigs from Gavin, is exactly how you can do it. You can specify absolutely everything you want, down to the size of the hooks, the weight of the line, what weight clip you want on the end, whether you want just a weight clip or if you want an imp or if you want a Gemini splashdown. Gavin will make your rigs completely tailor-made to how you want them. Price may vary, yes, definitely, and I don't know the price of all the rigs, but they are probably the best handmade rigs I've used, other than my own, obviously. But then I'm biased because I like my rigs, because I know exactly, I'll make them exactly how I want them. I just can't be asked to do it anymore. I really can't. I have got some cheap rigs actually that I bought, some cheap shop rigs that I bought from the shop, from Medway Tackle Shop Supplies yesterday, just because I knew I was coming and I didn't have any. So they're literally just 2-hook clip down rigs. They're like £1.95 each. They're cheap and cheerful, but they do the job. So yeah, it is what it is. Right, guys, I will bring you back. Hopefully, when one of us sees a fish, I'm going to set another rod up now and go from there. Right then, guys, not so good start. Double and treble shots of whiting. Joe's using fruit rigs, he's getting treble shots of whiting. My first rod that I put out, my little fixed spool rod, I like using that because I can normally cast that just that little bit further than I can with the multiplier, especially with small baits. It's really light line on the spool. And with the 15-foot rod, it just casts with ease. And if you give it a bit of oomph, it really does go. Especially, again, like we say, with small baits and lighter leads. So putting it out that little bit further, it drifted from sort of that sort of direction all the way round to over that groin and reeling it in. Oh, obviously got snapped up and lost it. Alright, it looks like I was only missing out on pin whiting, but obviously I did have a bite, a little small bite, which again was probably pin whiting. But I think today's going to be one of them days we're just going to have to fish through them and hope that we find a different species, what we're looking for. If one of us catches a plaice today, I'll be happy. I don't care if it's me, don't care if it's Matt, I don't care if it's Joe. Just as long as one of us gets a plaice. I mean, again, and if I will care if one of them catches a turbot, though, I'll be very gutted. I'll be absolutely gutted, because that's what I really want. And I've tried. These two haven't tried. They don't deserve one yet. They haven't gone through what I've gone through trying to catch a turbot. So they don't deserve it. They're my friends and I love them dearly, but they definitely don't deserve this yet. They're if anyone deserves a turbot, it's me. And I'm sorry it sounds selfish and childish, but that is exactly how I feel today. Anyway, I'll bring you back to something that's not white, hopefully. Oh dear, and there we have it. First ones of the year. Literally, I haven't caught whiting all year. And now I've caught two at once. Bloody hell. It is what it is, guys. I think today I've realised it's that water's not going to clear out. We've just got to fish through them and just keep going, keep changing the baits, keep getting the whiting off the hooks and keep going, and hopefully we'll pick up something decent. There's got to be a place out there with my name on it somewhere. And over here we can see Matthew reeling in another double shot of whiting, and he's absolutely hating his life. The bottom one's a cod. I'm recording. Yeah, well, I'm going to bait up my other rod. Sorry, guys, I've been trying to sort stuff out. I had a bit of a touch the other day on picking up scrap. Actually, I picked up some scrap from a car garage. Well, in this car garage, there was a load of obviously scrap metal, plus an exhaust, and the fellas that worked there said it's off of a Porsche, this exhaust, and it was the whole lot, the whole system, the 2 back boxes and the centre pipes in the middle. Well, I looked on eBay, and this same exhaust, just one side for 1 back box was 900 quid. To buy new, to buy them second hand, they're like £190 each, so that's 380, and then the 2 centre pipes in the middle, the centrepiece, that was another 275 quid, and all these parts have actually sold for that, not what they're being listed for. So I just put the whole thing up yesterday for 500 quid. Somebody bought it this morning on the way down here for 300. Someone offered me 300 quid, and I thought, listen, 300 quid's 300 quid. So I sold it. But when you do an offer on eBay now, and the buyer accepts it, it just automatically just takes the money from the sellers, from the buyer's account. Well, I want cash, not to be losing 50 quid through eBay, basically, or 45 quid for eBay. So we're just trying to cancel it. And I found out how to cancel it my end, but I owe eBay 35p, and I haven't got my bank details on there, so they won't let me do anything until I've paid the 35 pence I owe them. It's been an absolute nightmare. Anyway, boring story. I'm going to try some fresh peeler crab for these pin whiting. What a waste. People are going to be turning in their grave that I'm using a fresh peeler crab that probably costs other people at the minute this time of year like £1.20, and I'm going to cut him in half and use him for a pin whiting. But you never know, the whiting might not like it, and it might go for something else. I'm also going to keep these legs and claws because they're a nice size. What a lovely thing to have. Again, it's a waste. You don't really need them. There's nothing out there really eating peeler crab, but it might just get something different. We'll see. Matt's caught something different. Matt's caught a rocklin. That is a 3-bearded rocklin, and the reason it's called a 3-bearded is because he's got 3 beards. He's got, where is he? One there, and one there. You can just see his little 3 beards. I think these are quite cool little fish. They're nicknamed slugs. Don't be horrible to it. It's a lovely little fish. It's better than a whiting. I would take catching 20 rocklin in a session than I would 100 whiting. 1,000,000%. I think they're cool little fish. And there'll be many, many matchmen that have won a match with a dear little rocklin. Reason being, they only have to be very small to count as sizable. And if there's no sizable fish, oh, we are. Look at this whiting. He looks like he's got Nemo in his mouth. All right, give us that back. Look at that. Look, little whitebait. I wonder if the whitebait will survive. I mean, you should put it on, mate. That'll catch you a savage whiting. Oh dear, oh dear. Yes. He's so rude. Honestly, I don't know why I take him. Oh, bless his heart. It's quite a chilly old day today, but I've got my suit on and my boots, sitting in my bivvy. It's lovely. Oh. So I've prepared a crab. So the way I prepare my crabs when I'm fishing for smaller fish, peel all the shell off. All of the shell. Alright, there's a little bit there on his mouthpiece and there's a couple of little bits there, but 95% of the shell's gone. Cut it in half with a pair of skizzers. Peeled the claws, because to be honest, that's enough at the minute for them pin whiting. That is enough bait. And then I've peeled a couple of the legs because they were quite easy to peel. I'll peel these ones in a minute probably. But yeah, I'm just waiting now for to bring one of the rods in. I can't remember which one. Oh, it'll probably be my multiply rod because it's tapping away. There's a fish on that. And then I'll just try a bit of crab. You never know. I'm pretty certain Matt's literally casting to the end of the groins just try and get away from them whiting, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. Yeah, and I'll try the crab. You never know. It might work for something different. If I've got it, I might as well use it. It's not like going to last until the spring, so I may as well use them up while I've got them. I've only got 6, to be fair. What did you say, Matt? Oh, did you? Oh, Matt did use that little fish as a bit of bait. Fair play to him. Well, I'll reel these in and I'll show you my whiting, I suppose. Well, Matt had a nice sized whiting earlier, but I was talking to Joe and I couldn't be bothered to walk over and record it. He's also just had this little fella, and we're trying to see how well he gets revived in the pool that's being created. He's also got another one. Matt, show us your whiting. What whiting? The whiting that's on the end of your rig. No, I can see it actually. No, it's fine. It jumped. He's actually doing all right, this little fella in here. He is well alive. I think he's probably going to be better off in this little puddle at the minute than trying to chuck him back out there. So we're going to let him revive. Matt's going to do the same with that one. But yeah, so far, not so great. Matt's had a rockling, which isn't amazing. Looks from here like Joe's actually got a rockling up there. And I've put peeler crab on. Oh, I'm down to one rod. I got bored. Just put one rod out. That's all I need. There's only so many double shots of whiting one can catch. Put double peeler crab on and didn't get a bite. So, guess what I've done? Put it on again. Because I'm thinking that if the whiting ain't fancying it, there's got to be something else out there that does. And it'd just be nice to show you guys a different species. I just don't like putting whiting on my videos. I just find it a pointless exercise. Everybody knows about the whiting this time of year. So, yeah, what's the point, really? What is the point? I may, depending on what time we finish and whatever happens this afternoon, I may end up going somewhere towards Brighton for low water, because we've got to go down that way and pick up some bits and bobs. So, yeah, we'll see. Might end up having a little cast somewhere else later with the carp rods, because they're in the van too. Anyway, let's hope for something better. Different species again. Joe's just come over with a pouting. Pouting's going back. And then we've got a scurf on that rockling. That is a fat little dude. Oh, sorry, mate. That is a fat little dude. Is Joe being a bit slow there, Matt? Oh, that was a big one, she said. It's getting boring now. We'll see what a rockling looks like in the puddle, Matt. Yeah, well, Joe had a rockling. This is our little wildlife pond for the day while we're here. They're cool little things, aren't they? No, don't try and swim out of the water. Don't be silly. Go back in. Obviously, guys, we won't harm these fish. We will put them back in the sea. We're just it's just something a little bit different to see how they're getting on. There's a lot of tide run in this pool, Matt, isn't there? Yeah. Hell of a lot of tide run. They're actually really cool little fish. That one's a 5-bearded rockling, because he's got 5 beards. Maybe the other one was a 5-bearded and I was just talking absolute codswallop. God, that water's cold. You wouldn't want to go in there, that's for sure. Yeah, Matt, they might have to go back now. Puddle's getting a bit big. I'll try and put this little rockling back, actually, because I don't want him to get lost down the side of the wall. He's got some proper girth on him, though. Ooh, no. I think rockling are a bit harder than whiting, because whiting are just... well, they're wimps, aren't they? They just die. Back into my humble abode. Right, next one's a plaice. It's only gone and happened, guys. It's only gone and happened. I don't care, it's flat, I don't care. It looked like a plaice, but it's not apparently. But then what does Joe know? He's just from Essex. Oh, that was a bit moody. What you got us, Joe? You got us a flounder?
Yes.
No, you haven't. You got us a big dab.
Yeah, it's a dab. Yeah.
That is a big dab. That's a stonker of a dab. Well done, mate. Oh, I'll take that all day long for a dab. That'd be nice eating as well, Joe.
Do you know? Dabs is disgusting.
No, flounders are disgusting. Dabs are lovely.
Flounders are nice. Dabs are disgusting.
No, definitely not.
I'm a chef.
No, don't care. Guys, back me up on this one. No. He may be a chef.
Dabs are horrible.
No.
Just like those.
Flounders are disgusting. Do you know there was a recipe once in the Sea Angler? Did I tell you about that recipe?
Who did that?
It was in the Sea Angler.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And you get yourself a flounder in your pots and pans and your butter and your lemon. And you get a rusty bolt. And you put all your ingredients in the pan. You butter your lemon with your flounder. And then you cook it all. And then you throw your flounder in the bin and eat the rusty bolt. Because that's how good flounders taste.
You eat the rusty bolt?
Yes. That was in the Sea Angler.
The bolt?
Yes, the bolt. The rusty bolt's like the bolt, yes. Because that is just as good as eating a dirty flounder that's been eating shit from the river. Right. you need to read the comments when this video goes out. You may be a chef, but you know nothing about nothing, Joe. Matt, talk to me. Matt, unbelievable. Well done though, Joe. Didn't have orange spots though, did it? Useless. Telling you guys, flounders taste like absolute dog's poo. And dabs are the nice ones. I'm pretty certain of it. Please back me up. If I'm wrong, then tell me. But if I'm right, tell Joe. It was nice to see a flatfish though, what we came here for. More of the humble whiting. The whiting are definitely preferring the black lug to the rag and the crab. The crab was, I did end up getting a little whiting on the crab actually. But as soon as I put black lug back on, as to the rag, they're straight on it. Just a little tip there, people, for if you don't like catching the whiting as much, black lug is catching them too well. Especially here at Langley Point in Eastbourne. What's happening, everyone? As you can see, I'm not on the beach anymore. It's actually the next day. I completely forgot to film an outro, as I normally do. Excuse me. So yeah, Eastbourne was a foul on the plaice and the turbot. Again, I went there on just the results that I saw on Facebook. I was always going to go plaice fishing yesterday, if not the day before, because I knew the weather was half right. It just wasn't to be yesterday, and it is what it is. I did see that there was a few caught in Brighton yesterday, so anyone wanting to go and do a bit of plaice fishing, get down there. But I'm back down there Tuesday, I think. So I should be having a go for the plaice at Brighton on Tuesday. I will go back to Langley Point again this year because I know it does produce them well. And if there's a couple of turbot in there this time of year, there might be a few show throughout the year. And I've had loads of plaice. I love catching them, but I would love to catch a turbot, as we all know. I am now sitting here debating. It is 12:06 PM in the afternoon. I'm sitting on my drive debating on whether to go and have a couple of hours down the river tonight today with some with a few leftover rag I've got that'll be their third session, but they'll be good enough for the river to go do a bit of bass fishing, flounder fishing. I'm not sure. I might do. It's pretty cold outside, but I've got about an hour and a half to decide, I think, because the tide's on its way in now. So yeah, listen, thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you could give us a thumbs up, guys. Apparently it really helps. And I could do with the videos going back up to the views they used to get. We used to get 10,000 plus views on the videos. I've got 18,000 subscribers now, and we're only getting 3,000 or 4,000 views. So something's definitely going wrong. Whether it's people are bored of me, which I can understand, I'm bored of me. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I haven't done as many videos. I used to be really bang on it. I'm going to try and get on it a bit more often, but it's going to be sort of shorter videos, shorter trips. I probably will still have a couple of adventures like we used to do with Luke, like to Scotland and Wales and stuff. They're the ones that really get you. They're the ones that get me, the really expensive ones, you know. So it'll be them I calm down on a lot more now for this year. I'm hoping that once all this bad weather's cleared and we get the spring and the summer fish come back, the fishing it'll be good again, you know. I want to try and fish with a few different species this year. I'm still going to have a go for the tope, but I won't be going to Wales. I'll just be going down to Chelsea, trying down there for them. So that is the plan. Anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you on the next one.